Yeah, we'll talk more on the XQC deal. I made a whole video going over it, but yeah, we can have back and forth discussion about it. I mean, that's just a crazy game changing moment for streaming in general. Thanks to the resub bleach. Well, the rationale behind non-exclusive is it's actually beneficial to Kick if he does stream on Twitch occasionally, right? If you do exclusive on a platform, we'll take Mixer for example, then people can only watch you there and you'll never reach your older audience from the previous platform. So if you have a non-exclusive deal, you can still engage that Twitch audience and over time ease them into the idea of going to the other platform. So it makes sense not to be exclusive, to be honest. Like, it does make sense. Moistcr1tikal Clips is my second channel, yeah. You seen anything on the BattleBit remaster? Chat talked about it last night. I didn't look it up, though. Thanks for your sub drip. Don't really have any advice off Rip Inquisitor except for consistency. The best thing you can do when starting working out is getting into a habit of making it a routine. Thanks for the resub Yeet. And the resub Ryan. And tier 1 babyface. And the 5 gift subs Chicken. Are you avoiding talking about Assassin's Creed? Brother, what? I just have nothing to say about it. I'm not an Assassin's Creed fan. I haven't liked that franchise in over 10 years. No, I just don't have a lot to say about it. Stupendium? Unfamiliar with that channel. I can check it out at some point. I think it's disgusting XQC's receiving $100 million to switch platform. He's already rich by pretty much reacting to other people. It's less about what his content is and more about his audience size, which is why he got it. Or I might be misunderstanding your statement. But here's the biggest reason why they'd want XQC isn't even just the CCV. Obviously, that's one of the major ones. But he also is probably the most active streamer. Like, big streamer. The guy never goes below 200 hours a month streamed. Like, bare minimum, he's getting 200 hours a month. So for Kick, that's huge. Because pretty much all hours of the day, you can go on, well, used to be Twitch, and see XQC as live with like 50k viewers. If he can do that for Kick, that's a massive benefit to that platform because he is literally never offline, meaning you can go to Kick at any point and still see X. So it's a big one. Thanks for your sub, Qual, Ramagai, Delhi, Washington, and Amped. Do you believe Twitch will provide response to XQC's migration from the platform or will double down instead? I don't think they'll address it or anything. I don't think there's a whole lot they can say other than good luck. Thanks for resub Lactose and the Bits Infamous. Yeah, we're gonna do some Street Fighter 6 tonight. I'm gonna try Marissa. Do you think Starfield launch with an apology letter included? Oh yeah, I think it's gonna have a terrible buggy launch. That's Bethesda in a nutshell. But we'll see. Hopefully it's not like game-breakingly bad. Thanks for resub Spice Delicious and Meat Flap. And the resub Ethereal. Maybe now Twitch will get its shit together. I don't think there's going to be any huge big changes from Twitch. It's clear they can't afford to pay streamers. They're not monetizing the platform as well as they'd like to be. And meanwhile, all of the other platforms are paying streamers, and it's not even exclusive. So they can still stream on Twitch and then go elsewhere. Like Miz streams on Rumble now off of a contract. Kick is now doing the same thing. YouTube hasn't started doing that yet, but I think they will. They pay for exclusivity, but they've still paid a lot of big streamers to go to YouTube. So I don't think there's going to be any big changes from Twitch on that front. And most of the big streamers are probably only going to go to platforms that offer them contracts, would be my guess. I really think this is like a pivotal, game-changing moment for the streaming ecosystem in general, with the $100 million XQC signing. Have you watched Verobi's video on Venusian? No, I don't know what any of that means, to be honest. Is Kick just like Twitch but better? Better for streamers, not better for viewers. Kick as a platform is so primitive right now. There's a lot of tools that straight up don't work. I tried to watch XQC's stream on Kick earlier on mobile. It didn't load. I couldn't watch it. But for streamers, it's better. But right now, it is not the optimal viewer experience. Oh yeah, and the Kick chat is terrible. Kick chat has the same problem YouTube chat has, where it's just a non-stop cycling of chat, as opposed to what Twitch does, where it kind of drip feeds you the chats, so you can actually read it in a big stream. On a big stream on Kick or YouTube, you can't read the chat. So, that needs to get fixed. But yeah, overall, it's making big waves and a really good time for Kick. So once they fix... I mean, it's also only been live for, what, 7 months, if that? Once it starts smoothing out the experience, it's got a legitimate chance. I have not tried out Steam Deck or the Ally. I'm not a handheld gamer, so I don't really care about those platforms much. I want them to do well, but it's just not my cup of tea. Thanks for resub Mike and give sub Babyface. What's stopping people from deleting their Reddit account and leaving for a different platform? I probably just no alternative. That's what I was talking about last night. Do you think if Kick continues to be successful, it will destroy Rumble in its entirety? No. Rumble's doing exactly what Kick's doing. Poaching Twitch streamers with non-exclusive big money contracts. They'll both coincide, they'll run adjacent, eating away at Twitch until Twitch gets brought down, and then the playing field will be Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and Rumble most likely. That's my guess. Or Amazon steps in and says, fuck off. Not happening. Amazon is very clearly hands-off with Twitch, which is why it's in the position that it's in today. They don't want to open their purse for Twitch to tap into to keep the top streamers. Have I been offered anything similar to XQC? Brother, what the fuck? No. $100 million? No. I haven't been offered anything. And if I was, I can promise you it wouldn't be anywhere near that number. Do you think that the Rumble association with far right gives it a bad look and unappealing for regular streamers to naturally integrate? Yeah, I think Rumble's in a much worse spot than Kick. Kick right now's biggest problem is like people like Aiden Ross going on unhinged rants, and it gives the platform a bad name. Which is something I think X talked about with Train earlier, and Train said the same shit. Rumble, like the top 10 is legitimately like some crazy shit. Like you see a lot of crazy shit come out of like the Rumble atmosphere, so it's a little harder of a sell on Rumble than it is Kick. Thanks for resub, Danny. Thanks for resub, Beyond. And the Bits Dogs. Hey, Umbrella. Yeah, it is fixed. Why do more streamers not just stream everywhere? Exclusivity. Twitch for a long time had an exclusivity clause, which is why you didn't see many of simulcasting streams or streamers streaming in multiple places. Thanks for resub, Daymare. The Bits Neon and Arrow. I would never wrestle an alligator. Wouldn't happen. I don't think I ever finished Control, but it was a cool game. Do you think Adept is going to get a piece of the XQC pie? No shot. Absolutely no shot. That whole situation is so fucking sad, it's unreal. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if she did make some kind of statement about it. Like how she helped facilitate the deal or something. I don't know, it's crazy. The things that she's been saying and doing are outrageous. Thanks to resub dashing. What happened? I wouldn't even know where to begin with that whole situation, man. It's absolutely unhinged. Do you have a video on it? No, I think he goes to court next month, and I was going to see how all of that plays out before even considering doing a video about it, because I'd like an all-encompassing piece of content around it, as opposed to a developing one. But yeah, that is brutal. Can you give us the spark notes on it real quick? In a nutshell, XQC and his ex had a big falling out. The relationship wasn't great. They broke up. His ex then tried to make some crazy arguments about how she's entitled to a very large sum of his overall wealth, basically. Even going as far as to, like, take some of his possessions, move into a previous home of his, take pictures of him while he's sleeping with her hand on him in order to try and, like, muddy the waters of their relationship and shit. It's crazy stuff. It's crazy stuff. Not a lot of big people talk about this situation. I saw a few people say that on Twitter, but I've seen Asman talk about it. I've seen Hassan talk about it. Like, I've seen quite a few people go over it. I don't know why people say that. I forgot to mention she was married, or he was married to her for about 3 years, which I don't think is actually true, right? Wasn't the argument common law marriage? Not like an official elopement? I don't know, there's been so much information on it, I could have the story backwards on that, but I'm pretty sure it was a common law marriage argument, not like an official elopement. What's a common law marriage? Meaning that they were never married, but they lived together for long enough, or were together long enough that the state recognized it as a common law marriage. As in, like, they were together enough that they're basically married. Is my understanding of how it works. Thanks to the resub. Siska. Thanks to the resub. Are the bits infamous? Yeah, I thought so. Isn't common law marriage at least 5? Brother, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what the parameters are. I think the whole idea of the common law marriage thing is very silly, though. Thanks to 5 gift subs, Condo. What's up with all the companies trying to fuck themselves over? I don't know, man. It's an epidemic, though. I honestly couldn't tell you. Higher interest rates forcing them to be more profitable, so they aren't willing to be loss leaders anymore. Is that like the actual answer? I mean, that almost makes sense, I guess. Thanks to give sub nut. Have I been watching Eric Andre? No, I saw it came back, though. I just haven't watched it yet. I wasn't a huge fan of the Eric Andre show. There was moments I liked, but overall I wouldn't say I was like the biggest fan. But I'll still give the new stuff a whirl. Thanks for 5 gift subs, mister. This all started because Twitch banned gambling. Man, what? No, it started way before that. The ban on gambling had nothing to do with anything. Twitch has been making bad choices for the platform for quite a while. It had nothing to do with that. There's a bits throwaway. And Jack. I've seen neither of those shows, Jack. You know what I am watching, though? The Idol, and it fucking sucks. Can't wait for the next episode. I'm glad... Have you guys seen the clips I was talking about on Twitter by chance? In the video I made about it, I was talking about The Weeknd giving, like, marching orders to a woman for sex or whatever. I hope you guys got a chance to see him. That show is such an abominable train wreck. Yeah, the clips went viral on Twitter. One of them has like 40 million views. Fucking stretch that tiny little pussy. I know. And that's only some of it. Like I said, that scene goes on for like 5 or 6 minutes. Oh, it's so fucking bad. Here, I bet I can pull it up. I don't think it'll be a problem here. No, actually, no. There's definitely tits in it. No shot. No shot. I'm actually not even going to risk it. You being serious? Yeah. The Weeknd is basically hypnotizing the lead of the show. And he like blindfolds her. And then instead of having sex, he then hides behind a chair. Tells her to get on the bed. And then he starts like basically phone sexing her. He's like, yeah, so imagine my cock in your throat. Yep. You're choking on it now. Mm-hmm. Now you're bouncing your boobies. Oh yeah, those boobies are bouncing now. Slap your ass. Yep. Now slap your ass again. Yep. Now stretch that. Now fucking stretch that tiny little pussy. Verbatim what he says with the fucking stretch that tiny little pussy. And he's doing it from behind a chair. It's so good.